Our guy Jordan Reid is doing the damn thing, leveling up on ESPN. He released his latest 7-round mock draft, and it's pretty fantastic for the Minnesota Vikings. Now, it's behind the paywall, but not going to spoil some of the picks, but I think you'll like the first-round pick. I think you'll like the third-round pick, and the fourth-round pick, super interesting. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, DTR, coming in out of UCLA, quarterback who's rising fast throughout this pre-draft process. He's definitely winning himself some money during this whole thing. So this is what Jordan wrote about. Pick 119, the Vikings. This is the pick in the swappy swap for Hawkinson. DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, quarterback, UCLA. My favorite prospect team fit in this round. DTR to the Vikings. Kirk Cousins entering the final year of his contract, and it's clear the Vikings want to keep their quarterback options open. Thompson-Robinson will provide them a cheap backup who could be groomed as an eventual successor for Cousins. Thompson-Robinson is viewed as a notch below the top 5 quarterbacks in this class, but his stock has risen after an impressive pre-draft process. And Dorian Thompson-Robinson, he's been a multi-year starter for UCLA. He's really grown with Chip Kelly and whatnot, and he is coming in 23 years young. Did great at the combine. 6'2", 203. Ran a 4.57 40. Was elite in the jumps as well, and he improved every single year in Westwood. He completed 69.6% of his passes last season, 3,154 yards, 27 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Had a great throwing session at the combine, and I think that's why his stock is rising. And LanzerlineNFL.com, this is the write-up. Overview: 5-year starter with below-average size, above-average mobility, and recent history of improvement at the position. Thompson-Robinson played in a favorable scheme for quarterbacks, but he also improved as a field reader over time. While he can extend plays and create opportunities for himself outside the pocket, he's at his best when he's throwing on time and utilizing possession throws at his base. He has lapses in vision and judgment against zone when pressured, so he can cut down ill-advised throws. So he must cut down ill-advised throws. Thompson-Robinson has the potential to find a home as a QB3 with a QB2 ceiling. So I know a lot of people don't really want to hear that, but I mean, some of these guys are, I mean, if they tap out as a high-end backup, I think that's a win for them, especially some of these guys going day 2. But I think Thompson-Robinson, I don't think you necessarily put him in that cage right now because I think that he is a guy that could rise up, and he does have traits. I mean, that's what you're betting on. And I know before people get on, well, it's just another mid-round quarterback like Kellerman. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fine. And then guess what? Kevin O'Connell, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah will have a full year to assess DTR and if he can be the guy in 2024. And then guess what? If he is, great. If he's not, guess what? That means that the Vikings can go into the draft next year and find another guy because they'll have a full-on assessment, and drafting a quarterback in the 4th round doesn't necessarily preclude you from going out and finding a different quarterback, especially in the upcoming draft next year. But overall, I like this one a lot, where like we've said in the scouting reports, have said he improved every single year. I think that he's still going to improve quite a bit more in the National Football League. He would have a full year to sit behind Kirk Cousins and really ingrain this offense in him with Kevin O'Connell working in OTAs, working in training camp, working in preseason, etc. And adding some mobility to the quarterback position, that would be fantastic. I think that he does have a pretty solid arm. I think that he can throw with accuracy. I think that he does have a little bit of a playmaker dynamic in him, and I think that he could certainly be that guy. At least, at minimum, if the Vikings miss out on the big quarterbacks, I think that DTR in the mid-rounds would make a lot of sense in this spot. But your thoughts are thoughts. Jordan Reid, ESPN, 7-round mock draft, gives the Vikings DTR in the 4th round. Let us know your thoughts on our thoughts in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.